Good afternoon. Welcome to the Barre class. My name is Ian.
I'm Lauren.
This is Bars and Bells, and if it's live, it's Thursday at 4 o'clock, and if it's in the archive, it's whatever time it is for you. So Thursdays we go live. Lauren starts us with that foot warm-up, and pay attention for warm-ups and cues for strength and mobility and core on the floor. My bar's over here. Lauren takes it away from here.
With that balance aid at your side, countertop chair, something that's not moving, let's start with our feet underneath us, which is always a good place for them. And gently, let's right away find a light balance. Feel yourself push down into the floor to grow up. At the top of that balance, keep a light grip, pull your kneecaps up, squeeze your butt cheeks, keep your knees nice and straight, and just slowly come back down with control. Next, we'll press through one foot to that demi-point position. And then we'll use our toes to lightly point, and we'll flex and round over those toes. Next, keeping the knee forward, let's just let the ankle wing out to the side, and then pull it back and underneath. Roll back over the tips of the toes, the demi-point. The heel comes down, the hip extends. Other side. Pull to that demi-point position. Use your toes to point. Gently flex or roll over the toes. Knee stays forward, ankle wings out to the side, then it pulls back to center. Roll back through the foot, heel comes down. This time, let's pull one foot up to that demi-point, and then we'll just prance up and control down. And march through this, alternating sides for a couple. You can keep that grip light, knees and ankles forward. Now this time, we'll go up. As our leg comes down, we'll bend the knee, absorb the landing, knee towards over toe, straight leg, press to tall, switch. Heel down, knee bend. Extend, press. Repeat one more time on each side. Both knees are pointing forward, shoulders are stacked over top of those hips, light core brace. From that straight leg, press back up. This time, let's try to challenge yourself and let go. Maybe even look around the room. Are your cheeks squeezed? Those are your butt cheeks, not your face cheeks. Bring it back to center. Control the descent. Give that a little shake out. Let's do a forward fold and come back to our feet. Whoa. Gently tuck your chin, blades together, so T-Rex arms or arms across chest. Let's start at the head, neck, slowly rounds forward. Then the rib cage or that upper back flexes. Next, that mid back, and then we're going up and over top of our belly button as we fold forward. Blades are together, we're hanging out here. Let those arms go, touching towards the floor. Now gently bend your knees, keeping your feet flat on the floor, and then slowly extend those legs and hips back up to the ceiling. Repeat again, bend the knees. As you extend, try to think about reaching that tailbone up to the ceiling. And last one, knees bend, tailbone lifts, and then we'll tuck our chin, pull our belly button in, and stack ourselves up. Head is last to land. Great, let's come back to the bar and warm up that first position. From parallel, we turn out to first from our butt cheeks. So on your heels, pivot, rotate open, and then adductors, bring them back. Let's do that 3 more times. Rotate open from the cheeks and back to center. Whether you like the ballet or not, this is great for those external rotators and those glute muscles. Last one, rotate open. Next, we'll go to that demi-point, and then we'll march through the feet in our first position. As we do this, we're trying to keep those inseam forwards to keep those rotations open, and gently press up. And then last one, we'll do our knee bend, up to tall, extend, switch. As we do this, create that diamond shape between the legs. Really keep those knees open to the side from those high cheek muscles. Last one, heel, good. We'll press up to tall, and again, find our first balance up here in that first position. Feet are pushing down to the floor, kneecaps are pulled up. Square forward, keep the knees straight. Slowly bring the heels down. Turn the feet back to parallel. Let's do one more fold. We'll toss it to Ian. With those legs nice and straight, this time we'll telescope. We'll extend our heart chest, long spine forward. When we can no longer keep it long anymore, then we'll start to flex around. We're back into that forward fold position. Take your time, breathe, and then we'll slowly engage our core and stack ourselves up all the way to tally tall again. Nice, feels good.
And it's tossed to me, and it sure does feel good. Keep in mind those 2 ways to get down to the floor. We'll use those in just a second. But first, let's get a little loosey-goose drill on the bar with those hips. So come on over. 1 drill, nice straight legs, challenge those feet, and the other, we'll get to that loosey-goose. Take a leg and do your point forward. Then do your dorsiflex or karate foot. Turn out in the hip, turn in on the hip, but use the hip, not the foot, and finish turning out. Then point the foot, then bring it towards the side or second. Same effort on the ankle, so do our karate foot, then turn in on the ankle, on the hip, then out, and then in, and finish out with those inseams forward. Then point the toe. Then reach around the back, maintain that turnout as you can, but come through in parallel for right now. And then reach out the back, open up in that hip and round to the side, from the side to the front, and then press those hips forward to return the leg underneath. We'll switch sides, invite you to do the same thing, and we'll do the same effort here, nice and strict with those straight legs, no kneecap bends on this. So leg to the front, karate style foot, do our turn out. Follow that with our turn in. Repeat 1 more, turn out and point. Then reach to the side, karate foot style out there, then turn in on the hip, turn out on the hip, turn in on the hip 1 more, then turn out, then point, and reach around, maintain that turnout as allowed, come through in parallel, and then reach back, finish with those toe points and straight knees, open in the hip to turn it open to the back corner, side, front, and hips through. Let's just stay on this side because it's efficient for us, and take a single leg and pull it up towards the passe position in the front. Open the knee to the side, turn in on the hip that disconnects the foot, and then across the body, and then open the knee to the side, and do a couple more, and we'll start slow, and we'll get a little bit loosey-goose as we go. But no matter what, this standing leg is stiff and squeezed on the glute, the hips are staying level, and for 1 or 2 more repetitions, go in and out and in and out, create that stability on one leg, mobility on the other, finish in line with the body, and then press through to tall. Let's slide around, do the same thing on the other side, stability on the standing leg with a cramped bum cheek and straight knee, and then the other leg, loosey-goose, starting in passe. Open to the side, the foot will move away and challenge yourself with that plantar flex or ballet point, then across the body, open to the side, and then in and out, in and out. Start slow, get a little more freedom to go. Relax.
Don't forget that $1 million bill behind
$1 million
your knee.
bill behind the knee. So try to keep the knee nice and tight. And again, be loose in that leg that's moving. Nice and loose, nice and fluid, and super strong on the standing leg. Pull the leg back to center and finish tall. Lauren had us chasing diamonds in the warm-up, and we'll do the same thing in our pliés.
Bling, bling.
Tying together the plié with a tendu. Yes. Girl's best friend are diamonds, not...
Bicycles are good too.
Well, bicycles are right too. Okay, so we'll start with the plie and start with the arm and the preparation position. Almost got that right. We'll still work on it next week. The prepare is out to the side, down low, front, and side second. Let's keep the arm at the side and do our plie. Tendu and stretch those knees. Then back to first, tendu front, back to first position. It's a plie, tendu, stretch, close, tendu, close. Plie, reach back, full stretch, and close, tendu, close. En croix means to the side 1 more time. And stretch, and close, tendu, close. Close that ankle to the coup de pied. Close the arm to the first position. With or without that hand on the bar, just find a nice flat-footed balance. Squeeze your bum, brace your core, relax into that. Then open the arm to the side if we can. Return to the plie and full stretch to finish. Shake and wiggle, slip slide again. And we're doing the same effort, pliés and tendus on this side with the preparation arm. Out to the side, first, out. Then again, finish tall. Light grips on the bar, plie. Stretch those knees and tall. Close to first, tendu front, close first. Plie, side, get tall, close, reach and close. Plie, to the back, full stretch and close. Reach to the back and close. The plie, side en croix, full stretch and close. Heels touch, toes point, heels touch, and then pull up to that coup de pied position. Squeeze your butt cheek. Keep the ribs over top of those hips. Use a hand on the bar as you need. Knee to the side. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Then open the arm to the side. Finish with the plie. And here we are, nice and tall again. We'll throw it over to Lauren, get to the floor to work on the core. Take it away.
All right, don't know where that ball went, but let's forward fold and get back down to that plank work today. We'll start with a regular plank our first time through and throw in some side planks and advancements as we go. Once you're through that forward fold, walk yourself out into that plank position. Whether it's from your knees or your toes, your hands will be under your shoulders, fingers spread out wide, gripping the floor. Shoulders pulled down out of your ears, butt cheeks squeezed, hips slightly tucked under, connecting your ribs to hips to brace your abs. Breathe. Pull your hands towards your feet in parallel lines, but don't move. Keep pulling. Keep squeezing. Keep breathing underneath for 5, 4, 3, 2. Push the floor forward and back. Tilt the tailbone to the sky, lifting the hips. Let's keep those hands flat on the floor and try to walk those feet as close as we can get them. Oh, and then slowly stack ourselves back up. Head is last to land. Take your
Walking
time.
those feet to the hands is so much harder.
So tricky.
Accommodate where you need, but Lauren has great directions, so let's follow along when we can as well. And I will try as well to lead our strong group of participants here. But we'll start in the port de bras. So arms low. Look at an arm out to the side. Bring them back low and just set those arms in that first position. Mimic the positions of your ribs with those fingers. Gently elevate the shoulders as a shrug and then pull down. And then round the shoulders forward and finish pulling together. From there, open the arms to the side or second position, and let's repeat the same thing. Low effort, shrug like a scarecrow, and then pull down nice and proud. Round the shoulders forward, lightly pull them together, but keep the nice shoulder blade spread as well. Lastly, go towards that overhead position. Can you see the fingertips wiggle just in the peripheral vision? And then elevate or shrug shoulders, pull the shoulders down, round forward, retract back, and just come down through that gateway to first with a little bit of a shake. We'll explore more port de bras in a second. Let's go back to the bar for the hips. We worked on the tendu exercise to the front and I'll work that en croix. We'll do the same thing for our jetés or slightly energized off the floor. Start with the feet in first. Reach to the side, low, arm front, arm side. Let's repeat the plie, a jeté, a stretch, a close, a jeté, a close, plie, jeté, stretch, close, jeté, close, plie, back, stretch and close, reach to the back and close, again to the side and up and close. Okay, but let's add on to that. Now let's go 4 jetés to the front. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Let's do it again. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Now side. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. And back. 1 and 2, 3, 4. And last time side. 2, 3 and 4. Then bring it in to that ankle. Close the arms. With or without that assistance, find your first demi-point rise with that other ankle in coup de pied. Squeeze your bum, brace your core. Relax, it's hard work, of course, and then reach the arm to the side. Finish in our plie and full stretch. So repeating the same thing from before, pliés with the jetés, and then front, side, back, and side, sets of 4 jetés. First position feet, prepare the arm to the front, side, and tall. Plie, jeté, stretch, close, jeté, close, plie, jeté, stretch, close, side close, again to the back, stretch the knees, close, back and front, again to the side, stretch, close. Now front for 4, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, side for 4 as well, that's 1 more, and back, awesome arm coordination, Lauren for 4, and side, 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 1 more, and then pull into that ankle, close the hands, squeeze your bum, butt cheeks, breathe, 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 and hold again that demi-point rise for another second or two. Arm side, finish in our plie, and finish with our stretch. All right, we'll come back to the bar in a second, but again, the floor for the core.
As mentioned previous, let's come down to the floor and then work on all sides of that plank. So we'll get to our side plank here. Extended spine nice and long, telescoping away, and then flexing and rounding forward. Walk yourself out, come on down to knee stacked position. So knees are stacked on top of each other. Elbow is underneath the shoulder. Shoulder is packed out of your ear. Hips are gently pushing forward, knees are bent. Let's take that top arm and feel those bottom obliques nice and strong as we pull them away from the floor. Then continue pulling up and away from the floor, lifting the hips. Create a nice long line. Keep that bottom shoulder packed, shoulder, shoulder, hip, hip. As you'd like, you could extend your top leg, straighten it, and lift it. We have this nice long line. We have a pointed foot. We're reaching to the other side of the room, growing out our head, growing out the tip of our toe, feeling our cheek, feeling our core, still breathing for 3, 2, knee bends. I want your hips to come down, but your ribs to stay up, and then gently relax. Whew. Take a break, switch, same thing on the other side. So knees are bent, hips are stacked, elbow is underneath that shoulder. Breathe. Again, let's take that top arm. Gently pull the ribs away from the floor, engaging the obliques. Then continue lifting up. Hips are forward, knees stacked, breathing. Take that top leg, reach it long as allowed, and lift it from that top cheek. Even feel that top butt cheek. Engage, engage. Squeeze, breathe, reach for 5, 4, 3, 2, knees bend, hips down, then relax. Great. As allowed, we'll flip into our push-up position from your knees or your toes. Chest and hips leave at the same time. Then tip the tailbone to the ceiling, lifting the hips. Plaster those hands to the floor. Walk your feet in as close as you can, and then peel them up. Stack yourself up. Head last. Whew. Great.
That's right. Making those sounds, those whoos, getting nice energy going. Let's start with those feet again in first and working on the shoulders for the port de bras. Arms down low. Keep those shoulder blades spread out the back and low, anchored to the hips. Then move the arms to that front first position and open to the side and choose which hand to look at. I'm looking at my right. Then draw a little circle with the wrist and reach long and finish overhead. Then look to the other hand and gently side bend towards it. Stay between 2 panes of glass, so not too much front and back, just directly side. Then reach tall, arm to the side second. Then scrape the collarbones or the chin across the body. Look to the other hand and draw that circle. And finish with the arm overhead. Look to where you're gonna go. Side bend, breathe into that, and back to tall. Repeating one more time. Other side, draw the circle. Reach towards overhead and connect. Look first. Enjoy the side bend next, and then finish again to tall, back to second, little across the body, and one last time. Circle the wrist, bring the arm overhead, look where you want to go, embrace and love that side bend the way I do, and then set the table. And energize the fingers, brushing away, and finish again in first. Well, not quite first again. It's that preparation position. Back to the bar here. Let's just explore one quick position before we link it in our drill. It's that passe. So start with your feet, you have 2 of them here, and pull up to the ankle. That's again that coup de pied. Could you pull up towards the knee or passe? Aim to get your knee as safe and high as you can, but the hip that you're in, think pushing it down to the floor. Do that for 5 more seconds. Think knee up, keep lifting up, but keep the hip pressing down. Then press back down to finish tall back in first. Stay right where you are as long as you have room beside you, and let's do the same thing to the other side. So pull up towards that passe position, toes point down, kneecaps face side. Lift your knee high, but push the hip that we're sitting in, being that left, down. Knee high, hip down, 5, 4, squeeze your standing leg butt cheek, and then finish tall back to first. Repeat one more. Pull up. Find that side second position. The knee or leg femur goes up, but the hip goes down, aiming to keep the hips nice and level and nice and strong. And down. Repeating again, we're aiming for that 90-degree angle. I'm not sure if I have it. We'll have to get with the protractor later and hold for 5 seconds more where the knee is going upward towards that bar for me and the hip is reaching to the floor and tall.
Your Mississippis get long when you talk.
I know they do. But that's that passe position, and let's link together the tendu exercise into a little weight transfer, including that passe. So we're back on the bar and prepare the arm. Side, low, first, side. We'll plie, tendu. Transfer weight and pick up that inside leg and find passe. Then reach out the back, absorb toe ball heel, push to the front, and find passe here too. Then press back down to our first position. Repeat again. A plie, a tendu. A weight transfer, find that passe position, reach to the back, transfer weight, and pull passe on the other side, and then return to our first position. Let's repeat that out to the side. We'll plie, we'll tendu, pull yourself away, test your balance, reach back to the bar, and find passe again. Let's just finish in first. Repeating one last time, a plie, a tendu, a weight transfer, find passe, then reach out to the side, grab onto the bar, but just a light touch, passe again, and finish nice and tall. Let's shake it out and repeat the same effort on the other side. So a tendu front, back to the passe position and back, and then 2 repetitions to the side. Prepare the arm. We know how, and tall. A plie, a tendu, a weight transfer, passe, reach to the back, toe ball heel, find passe again, and finish first. Plie, tendu, weight transfer, knee side, reach back. Make this a quick transition as we can. Finish in first. To the side now, a plie, a weight transfer, perhaps close those arms, and then reach to the side, passe again, finish first, and plie to the side, weight transfer to the other side, finish first, maybe a little plie to add on there, and stretch things out. More at the bar in a second, but first.
Back to the core on the floor. We'll revisit our forward fold and walk out into our regular plank, adding on from there. Blades together, chin, head, neck first. Then that upper back. Belly button in, up and over. Try to keep that weight in the forefoot, not shifting your hips back. Once we're down here, we'll walk out into that regular plank position, either from your knees or your toes. Hands are spread out, shoulders are pulled down, cheeks are squeezed, ribs to hips. Next, take a foot, flick the floor away and reach along. Square up those hips to the floor, no twisting. Switch feet, flick, reach. Make sure you're not twisting open. Let's do this 4 more times. Breathe, weights even in both hands. Switch. Bowl of water on your back. It might be rippling from your quivering. Switch, but it's not spilling over the edges. Last switch. Hold. Both feet down, just hold for 3, 2, gently tipping the tailbone to the ceiling, lifting the hips, feet to hands, getting a little bit warmer as you plaster those hands to the floor, and slowly stack yourself up.
Definitely walked my hands to my feet. Should have done it the other way. It was harder the other way, but just for the next time. There's always things to refine. Just do it for the next time. Back to one more set of port de bras here. So start with those those legs in first and those arms down low. Reach out to the side, back to first, in front. Continue to go all the way overhead. Keep one arm there, look at the other as it goes all the way to the side. Then allonge through those fingers, bring it all the way back down, and then return it all the way back up to overhead. Then look at the other side. From here, reach out to the side. Once it gets to that side second, push through the fingers, and then reach and close. Trace with the eyes if you can, and then back towards overhead. One last time, out to the side with one, push through the fingers and close, Back towards overhead. Make sure we can see your neck the whole time. No shrugging. Keep those armpits low. And reach out to the side one last time. Reach through the fingers. Pull down low. Back up to overhead. And then out to the side with both. Fingers again reach. And then back towards that first position. Excellent. Something fast and something so slow it doesn't even move. So it's kind of going to be a leg hold in our attitude positions. So something fast though first. So grab the bar. It's our 8-8-4-4-2-2, and then back up 2s, 4s, and 8s.
Dégages.
Dégage out to the side. So I'll be doing in the center here. Lauren's on the bar, and we'll be going on the and. So 3, 2, 1, and 2, 3, 4. We're doing this for 8 right there. Now 8, 7, 6. Breathe. 3, 2, 1, and 4 of them, and 4 of them again. Now 2 of them and 2 of them. We'll pause, and on the way back up, we'll go 2, 3, 2, 1, and 2, and 2, 4, 3, 2, and 1, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, close. 8 of them, 7, 6, 5. Keep breathing and close. Whew. Sometimes the numbers get mixed up. Pretty darn close to it though. Something fast. And now something so slow. So start with our feet in that first position. Prepare the arm the way we have throughout. Let's pull a leg up. Either start at that coup de pied position or join us as we go right towards passe. Reach the leg away as if to touch the bar with your toes and hold. And then return the leg to the side. For something different, let's reach that arm forward and now reach into that arabesque attitude out the back and cramp that butt cheek. Mine sure is. Then reach the arm to the side, and for one more time, reach forward. And if that's all right, maybe take that arm towards your overhead. Hold for a second longer, and then arm to the side, and maybe reach out to the back in that rear-facing attitude one more time. Return the arm to the side, finish in our plie, full stretch, nice and tall, shake and wiggle. Whew. When Lauren gets quiet, sometimes that means it's getting hard, and we hope your butt cheeks are feeling the safe, fired up burn from that as well.
I just can't talk because you're talking.
Okay, all right. Reach your arm out to the side, then to the front, and then to the side, second again. Start here, and you could do your nice attitude action down low, but challenge that from the passe out to front and hold, and return the knee side. And again, incorporate that arm. Reach the arm out to the front position, reach through those fingers, hold for a second longer, knee side. Slight variation, the arm could go overhead again. Could you still see those fingertips in the peripheral vision of yours? And then knee side. And last time, to the back. Straight knee on the standing leg, gently bent knee on the other. Reach to the side, finish with our plie and our full stretch. Whew.
And go back to that side plank. Telescoping down, long spine, and then that forward flexion down. We'll find this time our 90-90 position, which means our front leg is bent at 90 and our back leg is bent at 90, and our elbow is on the floor, again, that packed shoulder. Your top hip is pushing forward, and again, we're thinking obliques, so ribs stacked, shoulder packed, lat engaged. Then, there's a rope around your hips. Keep your knees heavy on the floor, but lift those hips up. Breathe. Press the floor away. Hold. Pulling yourself up with that sky hook towards the ceiling, but staying stacked, hips on top of each other and shoulders. Hips will find the floor, and then gently relax. Let's press the floor away. Spin yourself around and repeat on the other side.
I like the way the adductors feel on that leg in the ground.
Those inner thighs.
You got it.
So first 90-90 at the knees, hips are stacked, bottom shoulder packed. Ribs engage obliques, create that tension, then imaginary rope pulls those hips away from the floor. Breathe, again, keeping the hips stacked, that front leg is pulling in, that back hip is extended forward. We feel that side body engage for 3, 2, and then soft landing. Relax that upper. Let's flip over. Let's try that push up. And then feet to hands.
Feet to hands. Let's get it right here.
Push up. Hips and shoulders, chest at the same time. Tailbone tips. Hands plastered flat to the floor. Walk those feet in as far as you can get them. Maybe a little bit further than when you first started today. And slowly stack yourself all the way up.
So we'll save my most favorite port de bras movement for the very end. That's that rib roll. And Lauren, why don't you just keep it and talk us through that rond de jambe exercise.
Rond de jambe.
Rond de jambe.
To your bar. In your first position. Either with your hand on your hip or through that prep position, we'll bring that arm. No, we won't. We'll do our special prep. We'll do a plie. We'll prepare the leg front. Both will extend to the side. Now just pause here. Is that inseam forward and you're tall on your standing leg? Keep the inseam forward as you continue around the back and then pass through center, heel leads forward. Repeat, side, back, underneath, knees stay straight this whole time on this one. Now we'll break the rule as we come through center, plie. Stay on the plie, reach. Keep the inseam forward on both legs. Test that balance for a second as you go to the back. Stretch the standing leg. Reach along, maybe lift that leg up. Hold, knees straight. Reconnect with the floor, arm side. Bring the leg around to the front. Inseam forward, heel back. Good. Toes lead back here. Stay tall on that standing leg. Make sure you're not relying on your bar too much, but do use it. Pass through plie, reach, test, open to the front, straighten, lift, hold, inseam up, both legs straight, test, 3, 2, right to passe, then plie, up. Whew.
Good.
Excellent. Same thing on that
Favorite
other side.
exercise. One of my favorite exercises there. The rib roll I said is a favorite, but that's a very close favorite.
So as we do this rond de jambe, we're really thinking that stationary leg is planted. The only thing moving here is that mobility leg, and everything else is nice and tight. In that prepare position, reach out, plie, front, extend, hold. Keep the inseam forward as you roll through. Heel leads, point. Reaching out as you pass around this quarter circle. I like to think of that compass in that old high school tin set. Plie, point, test the balance, reach around, stretch, lift, hold. 3, 2, tap, arm side, straight leg back around. We're keeping those turned out positions. We're keeping those high butt cheeks working as we keep the inseam forward and the leg turned out. Last one, plie, reach, keep it bent as you come all the way around. Stretch bottom leg, lift, stretch, hold, point the toes, both knees straight, standing leg included. Then passe. From here, plie and stretch.
And
so hard to
stretch.
keep that bottom leg straight.
That's right.
It could be straighter, I
We're
promise
going
you.
to break that rule right now, though, so let's head back to that bar, and we'll be bending and straightening that bottom leg, just kind of paralleling Lauren's foot warm-up, but this time we'll be doing it on a single leg. So working with your feet in parallel, pull up to that coup-de-pied position. Single leg releves, 8 per side. Knee over toe, full stretch. It's your butt cheek that gets you to the rise, straight leg down. Then blend the knee bend, fully extend, squeeze your butt, demi-point rise and down. Let's keep track of those. I think that's number 3. Balance and down. And 4. And extend. And demi and floor. And knee bend, full extend, demi and floor. 2 more of my counting's almost right. On the last one, there's a surprise. Last one here, knee bend, full extend. Now hold, hold. With your feet in parallel, could you hold that position, single leg, demi-point rise, and slow down, always with that straight leg, and give it a little shake and roll. Whether you face the bar like Lauren or face to the front like me with it at your side, let's do it again one last time. Knee over toe, push the hip through, full butt squeeze and rise, straight leg lands, then blend it into the bend and full extend and rise. Straight leg. Then it bends, it extends, and we rise. Down. Very light touch on the bar, if any at all, but definitely use it. The pros do. Lauren, are you keeping track?
5.
I think we have 2 or 3 more here. There we go.
I think.
So knee over toe, full extend, demi rise and down. Let's go 2 more repetitions here. Full extend, keep those knees straight, bum squeezed. Last one, hip through. Now hold and hold. And with or without the balance aid at your side, hold that movement. Own the down as well. Shake and wiggle. Let's stay standing, throwing it back to Lauren there, and enjoy that nice little rib roll for our final move of the day.
Excellent. We normally roll, but yet again, as last week did, I'm going to spice it up. But even different than last week, even different.
Okay.
I have a lot of things up here.
Okay.
We're going to step our feet wider than our hips. Our theme tonight is going to be sliding. So we'll extend those arms outside ways from your shoulders. Next, keeping your chest on the same level, keeping your shoulders on the same level, take your rib cage and slide it one way. Then pull it back to center using those long side abs as you come the other way. As you do this, you're still in between the alleyway here. So you're going side to side, not forward back. Your hips aren't moving and there's no weight transfer in that low body. It's just your upper body sliding side to side. Now bring it back to center and just bring your arms in. I'm going to keep them at my sides just to show you, but you could keep them across your chest. I like to imagine lately that my core is a really thick spring. So like that, but not. Okay, we're going to think up and down. So it's not a crunch, just could you pull your rib cage down on your hips? And then could you lift your rib cage up? As you're doing this a couple more times, is it your cage or your abs doing the work? Or is it your shoulder blades? Let's make it your cage abs. Down, and then up. Come back to center. We're going to link those and create a circle pattern like a Ferris wheel. So I will gently place, actually I'll do this so you can see. First, spring condenses, ribs to hips. Pick a direction, slide. Spring opens up, lift up, across to the other side, and then back down. Let's do the same direction one more time. We're sliding, we're lifting up without shrugging. We're coming across the top of the circle, back down to center. Take a second off. I like to imagine if I had a marker coming out my chest, I'm trying to draw a circle on my imaginary chart. It's a lot of imagining. Ready? Start down again. To the other side. Lift up, all the way across, and then down. Across, up, all the way over, down to center, and then gently stand up tall. Whew, give that a little shake, something a little different, sliding glide.
Slide, glides, rib rolls, hopefully moving through the T-spine of that rib cage while stabilizing through the core. If you're still with us, that's fantastic. Please like, please share, subscribe. We have a newsletter. Visit our website at barsandbells.com to put your name on that list and or subscribe on Patreon to support in other important ways as well. Thursdays, we're live. Bar class. Saturdays, we play with our strength, and we'll be playing with our strength live at 8 o'clock.
Just body weight.
Saturday morning. Body weight. We'll crawl, adding on to Lauren's planking and those folding forward drills to lengthen and strengthen those hamstrings.
Join us then. Next week, we will be on some reruns as we are going on a little cycling tour. So stay tuned for updates from that.
Yeah.
Until Saturday, take care.
Stay strong.
Let's train soon.
We'll do it. Have a good day.
Goodbye.